Mapping. We chose to demonstrate mapping by using bus doors on the city bus in West Lafayette. What is mapping? Mapping is the relationship between two elements. Nature mapping is the superior form of mapping, according to Norman, because it is a system that users can work with intuitively. Some key elements. One key element is the cultural and conventional associations. Designs should align with users' learned expectations. A second key element is the perceptual and cognitive affordances. The design should suggest its function naturally. The third key element is spatial correspondence. The physical layout of the controls should match the layout of the system that they control. Number 4 is the natural constraints. The design should prevent incorrect actions through physical or logical constraints. Good mapping reduces cognitive effort, enhances usability, and prevents errors by making interactions intuitive. The example that we chose is the city bus doors. The bus door has an exit that you can only exit out of, and then there's also a correct entrance. So at the front of the bus, there's the correct entrance, and then at the back of the bus, there's the doors that you can only exit out of. Mapping in bus doors. The doors only open from the inside on the back of the bus. From the outside, they look like doors. However, you cannot enter. You must walk to the front of the bus to enter. There are no indicators on the outside of the bus that tell you to enter from the front. This is also confusing to bus riders because some buses allow you to enter from the front and the back, and there's no indication on either type of bus. Here's a video. Some design pros and cons. Pros are that it's safety. The bus drivers don't always pay attention to the back of the doors. And then some cons are that the bus can drive away without you, and if you're trying to enter through the wrong door. The doors are very hard to open, and people can get stuck in them, and there aren't any signifiers. The proper natural mapping requires no diagrams, no labels, and no instructions. And this was said by Norman. Other related concepts. Some signifiers. They shows where the action should take place, like signs, labels, or drawings. Some are perceived affordance, like well-designed door handles from Stoneman. The bus doors do not signify or show where the action should take place intuitively. You have to have previous understanding to know how to open doors and where to enter. This connects to mapping because mapping has to do with design layout and effect, and signifiers are the cues that indicate how that object should be used. The bus design has a lack of clear signifiers. What would Norman think? It's unsuccessful mapping. The city bus needs to add signifiers to their design. They need to listen to the feedback from their customers in order to make their bus designs less susceptible to human error. This would make mapping of city bus more successful. Overall, Norman argues that human error is often a result of poor design, not user mistakes, and that designers should prioritize usability, simplicity, and clarity to make everyday objects more functional and frustration-free.